guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and this is my open book. Today we are finishing off the TBR jar. So grab a drink and grab a snack and let's get into it. My book club pick, let me go ahead and say that now before we get into the rest of them, is going to be Death Valley by Karina Halley. And I'm trying to pull it up because there are so many tropes in this book. When she posted about it on her Instagram, I was excited right from the jump. Take Yellowstone, add in the White Walkers from Game of Thrones, and you have Death Valley. Morally gray cowboys, menacing wilderness, deadly zombies await in this dark Western horror romance. It's a lot going on, okay? It's giving like dark cowboy, but also like horror a little bit. I don't really know. I think it's supposed to be kind of similar to like Red Dead Redemption, the video game, but also there's like a romance in there. I have seen people compare it to some of the characters in Supernatural somehow. Like I said, there's a lot going on. I know that the female main character is kind of like a femme fatale, badass kind of character, but I think at the very least, this will be definitely unique. Karina Halley is good at that, and it'll definitely be a great conversation starter for our book club, so be sure you join us. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so you can read it for free. In the month of May, book club is going to be on my channel on May 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we would love for you to be there. So let's get into the other picks now. Okay, we are doing our May TBR. This is our last time using this version of the TBR jar. If you missed my last vlog, I give you an update where I've been, reading slump, catching up on what I have been able to read, reading plans. We did a refresh of the TBR card. So if you missed it, be sure to go back and watch that vlog first so that you know what we're working with. But I am going to be mixing it up after we're done with this TBR jar, and I'm going to be changing it up. So be sure to subscribe so you can see what's in store for future TBRs. But there should be exactly, I think, 7 prompts. I thought there was 8, but I think there's actually only 7 left. So we're just going to pick prompts till we run out and see what's in store for May. First up, we have Kindle recommendation. Ooh. So I guess this means like from the Kindle store. Maybe. I'm just going to go to my Kindle and I'm going to go to the store function and we're just going to see what it recommends for me. Okay, so under books you may like, it's giving me 3 recommendations. It's giving me Enchantra by Kaylee Smith, but I haven't read Phantasma yet, so we'll call Phantasma the recommendation here. We have Between the Pines by Amber Palmer, which I've never heard of. And then we have On Guard by Kels and Denise Stone. I have read another book by Kels and Denise Stone and it was really cute. It was like a summer romance. Let's see what this Between the Pines by Amber Palmer is about. I'm intrigued by this cover. It's giving small town, which I have been in the mood for that lately. Black Springs Ranch, book number 1. Okay, good start. Josie Hayes is always on the run from bad decisions, from heartbreak, and from cowboys. Her latest escape was supposed to be a quiet reset at her family's cabin in Tennessee. Not a reckless detour at a smoky backwoods bar, and definitely not a collision with Lincoln Carter. Rugged and magnetic, he's temptation in a cowboy hat. So that could be an option. I haven't heard anyone talk about this book, so I kind of want to go with it because it is a book that I wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for the Kindle store recommending it to me. So let's just go with it. We're going to go with Between the Pines by Amber Palmer. Okay, well that was easy. Thanks, Kindle. Alright, number 2. A book that takes place in another country. Okay. Oh, easy peasy. I see one right up top. Let me make sure there aren't any other ones. Ooh, there is another one actually. Okay, we've got 2. I could go with Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I know this takes place in the UK. I don't know. It takes place in like Ireland, I think, right? Don't quote me. I know it takes place in the UK. Rugby's a big thing. I know it doesn't take place in the US, that's for sure. So that's a safe option. Or I could go with the next book in the Miss Marple series by Agatha Christie because I know this takes place in the UK as well. This one's a lot shorter and I would be making progress in a series versus starting a new one. And this one is definitely long. This one is like over 500 pages. So I don't know, but I have been really wanting to read this. What do I do? I really could go either way, honestly. But I feel like I have a lot of romance on my cart. I did already pick a romance, so I feel like I should pick a mystery to add some variety while I have the chance. So we're gonna go with Miss Agatha Christie. Okay, we are air, flying through. Number 3. Oh god, one fell on the floor. We'll pick that one next. Ooh, forced proximity. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. It's hard to tell for the ones that I haven't actually like read the blurb of in a while. I could go with out on a limb. I'm pretty sure they move in together in order to like co-parent, so that could be forced proximity. I know this one, they have to work together. Oh, Strawberry Patch Pancake House. I'm pretty sure it's like a nanny romance. Yeah, he moved to the small town. He's looking for a live-in nanny. That's forced proximity for sure. Let's just go with that. Because this one I know for a fact is forced proximity because they have to live together. I could tell just by reading the back. The other two, I'm not 100% sure, so we'll pick this one as a safe bet. So, Strawberry Patch Pancake House, live-in nanny, forced proximity. Easy peasy. Oh, we gotta pick the one that fell on the floor. Where'd it go? Okay. Husband's choice. My husband's at work right now. Okay, is there anything on here that like he picked out? Oh yeah, he bought this book for me. So I think that counts as husband's choice. We're gonna pick Through the Storm by Beverly Jenkins. This is the next book that comes after Indigo, kind of. She didn't technically put them together in a series, but this main character is like the best friend, like right-hand man to the main character in Indigo. And this is book 1 in a new series. So kind of like interconnected, but I have been wanting to read this. It's also free on Audible, so I could also listen to it. So that'd be a good way to include an audiobook in there. So we're gonna go with that. I think Josh will be happy that I picked this book on his behalf. Number 5. Are there only 6 prompts in here? Oh no, there's 7. Okay. I didn't look at them. All right, number 5. Oh, historical romance. I just picked a historical romance. All right, do I have any other historicals on here? I don't think I do. I really want to stick to my TBR cart this month. I don't want to pick other things because I was in a reading slump last month and I really want to pick what I'm in the mood for. So I'm going to kind of cheat. This one is historical. It takes place in the 20s and it doesn't necessarily advertise itself as a romance. It's primarily a mystery, but I feel like there's going to be a love interest between these two characters just based on the cover and the summary. I don't know. I could totally be jumping the gun here, but I have a feeling that there might be a romantic subplot at the very least, but I know it's historical. It takes place in 1928 Chicago, and we're just going to go with this to keep it simple. An Agatha Christie. I already picked an Agatha Christie. Okay, well, I'm just going to continue the Miss Marple series. I've got like short stories that I could read somewhere over here. So we're just going to pick that because I don't want to pick up something that's not in the Miss Marple series since I'm already in the middle of that. So we'll just get the short story collection so I could read these alongside the novel I already picked. All right, last one. Final TBR jar prompt. This is crazy. Ooh, pick one from an indie author. Ooh, that's fun. All right, let's see. It's hard to tell nowadays who's considered indie because I feel like so many authors that I thought were indie have now been picked up. Oh, here. I think this counts. Melanie Harlow hasn't been picked up by anybody yet, right? Yeah, I think this counts because even this book, The Speakeasy Duet by Melanie Harlow, I know I got it off of Amazon. It doesn't have any publisher on the side. Let me go here. Yep, it's just copyright Melanie Harlow. I don't see any publishing houses referenced or anything. There we go. So this is indie, independently published by Miss Melanie Harlow. This is The Speakeasy Duet. And this is from her backlist. And I didn't even know it existed until recently. Like, I know the female main character is a bootlegger. And as the title suggests, it's during like the speakeasy kind of time. So I'm interested to see how this goes. It's kind of giving me mafia vibes because I think she gets kidnapped or something by someone who is a criminal. And it has to do with a ransom that's out on her. I don't really know. So we'll see. I think that was the fastest TBR video ever. But if you want to recap, for a Kindle recommendation, we have Between the Pines by Amber Palmer. For a book that takes place in another country, we have Moving Finger by Agatha Christie. For Forced Proximity, we have A Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laurie Gilmore. For Husband's Choice, we have Through the Storm by Beverly Jenkins. For historical romance, we have Murder for the Modern Girl by Kendall Culper. For an Agatha Christie, we have the Miss Marple Complete Short Story Collection. And then for something from an indie author, we have the Speakeasy Duet by Melanie Harlow. So that was so easy, and I'm excited because everything I picked is from the cart. These are definitely things I'm in the mood for right now, so fingers crossed we can finally get out of the reading slump. For future TBR videos, my plan is I am gonna put new pieces of paper in this TBR jar because I do like picking things out of it every month, but it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm not gonna do the standard prompts. Instead, I will only pick one slip of paper per month from this jar, and that slip of paper will give me some kind of challenge for the month. So it might be something like rainbow, where I have to read covers, include every color of the rainbow throughout the month. Or if the slip of paper says only reread, or if the slip of paper says read anything but romance, or read nothing but romance. That controls my reading for the entire month just from that one slip of paper that I draw from the jar. So that's gonna be my new idea. If you have any suggestions for things that could control my month of reading, be sure to leave them in the comments down below so we can fill this baby up again. I think that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the year as long as I like it. So fingers crossed it works out. Wish me luck for my May reading to make sure the slump does not come back around. Give this video a like and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see how the reading goes. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.